Hello and welcome, my friends. My name is Ivan, and today I'll take you over my training of legs and biceps. I like to start with a compound movement, so Smith machine squat. And, you want to keep your back as straight as possible, because that way you can really sink into your legs and make those quads stretch so the max can be, because my calves are literally hitting my hamstrings. It's even hard to even go deeper physically, but my back stays upright, and that allows for a lot less tension, a lot less stress to be put on the lower back. Because if I do a barbell squat, the first thing that happens when I try to even hit parallel is that my upper body rocks forward, that leans forward in order to balance my body, because my ankles don't have the flexibility to go to a full range of motion all the way down. So the next exercise would be targeting hamstrings. People compare seated versus lying leg curls, which is better for hypertrophy. I personally prefer to do lying leg curls, either with both legs simultaneously or one leg at a time. I tend to do leg curls in the range of 10 to 15 reps per set, and do full 4 working sets. So I train legs twice a week at the moment, as I need to increase the size of the legs. Doing 13 working sets for legs per training session twice a week will give me 26 sets for legs, where 8 of those are for hamstrings directly. I used to train, as Dave Palumbo would recommend. He would recommend to train lagging body parts less often. I tried that, but my legs weren't growing, so it doesn't work for me. But hey, everybody's different, and you have to find out what is working for you. Most hamstring exercises people do are hip hinges, stuff like Romanian deadlifts, good mornings, traditional deadlifts, or even back extensions. All of these movements do train the hamstrings, but they also involve other muscle groups like the glutes adductors. So hip hinge movements necessarily involve your lower back as well. The next exercise would be the leg press. I like to do leg press when using full range of motion. My legs would stretch the maximum. I also like to lower the back support as low as possible. With the leg press, you can target various parts of your quadriceps mostly. Or you can even target your glutes and hamstrings. If you put the feet, as I have now, very down on the platform, you mostly target quadriceps. But if you put the feet up the platform, you would target hamstrings and glutes mostly. I like to do the controlled lower part of the eccentric movement and do quite more faster on concentric or movement up with the legs. If you tilt your toes apart from each other, like they are pointing to 1 o'clock and 11 o'clock, you would start to focus mostly of inner thighs. If your toes would point to the 12 o'clock direction, it will be the middle part of the quadriceps. I like to do higher rep range in leg press, between 10 to 15 repetitions per set. exercise in the legs would be the legs extension. Sometimes I would include the leg extension at the front of my training. But now I did it as a fit. I would target higher rep range from 10 to 15 reps and try doing the 3 sets and trying to increase the weight and decrease the number of reps or keeping the reps the same. So I go for a full stretch at the bottom, and in the concentric I try to squeeze quadriceps as much as possible. So after I finish the legs, I would go train arms, either biceps or triceps, as I'm trying to improve the size, increase the size of my hands. I'm training them as often as possible. So I start with the cable, both hand curls. I prefer this movement over the EZ bar because it would keep tension on the muscle for the whole time. You can set the width of the handles because there is a bar with different holes, so it fit your body. I would do 11 reps and increasing the weight as I go along. The first 2 sets are always for the muscle group, are always the warm-up sets, so to put actually the blood into the muscle and warm it up and also lubricate those joints. Moving from the cable to do preacher curls with the barbell. This is great exercise because you can target biceps directly. It's an isolation exercise, so you won't be helping the biceps with the body movements. I would go for maximum stretch at the bottom, trying to squeeze at the top. Even when you're finishing, you can go for some partials to increase the damage of the hands. last exercise will be the cable crunch. This is actually a great exercise to target the abs, especially upper part of the abs. I would go for the maximum stretch at the eccentric part of the motion. So when I'm moving up, I try to stretch my abs as much as possible. And then when I'm moving down, you don't just do the movements in the hips, but also try to bend your back so the maximum concentric effect is achieved. So thank you very much for watching. I hope that you found this video educational. Like and subscribe, and see you at the next video. Have a great time, my friends.